Hey Aries, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your connection spread going into May of this year. What I'm going to do is, it is somewhat of the he said, she said scenario. So we're going to pull cards for your energies, for the person you're dealing, connecting, or experiencing their energies. And then we're going to let the cards kind of fall where they may. You know, the mutual energies in the middle. See what story they're giving us, what they're trying to tell us, and go from there, guys. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a general read, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone out there. If it doesn't seem to fit, please don't try to force it, guys. There are a ton of amazing readers out there, so feel free to click on one of the links below. And as always, I really appreciate the likes, shares, subscribes, guys. The support I've had doing this. I literally just started really getting into this channel maybe a month and a half ago, and it was just with the intention to kind of help any way I could, anyone I could, anyone along their journey that came across a video like this. And it's just been amazing. It's actually brought me more in tune spiritually with myself, so I really appreciate it, guys. It means the world. It's going to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. As you can see, I did get my new deck. They're a little big for my tiny hands, but we're making it work, guys. All right, so I'm going to do just one more quick shuffle. Okay. All right. Okay. What can we get for Aries? The person they are connecting with. Alright, so the first three cards out, we have the Four of Wands. If you guys can see there. So the Four of Wands, it talks about the happy home environment. It can, to me, it's my Ten of Pentacles combined with my Ten of Cups. It's the fulfillment, the happiness, the joy, the celebration, the stability, the groundedness in a connection. It doesn't have to necessarily be a marriage. It does speak of spiritual commitment. So if it's not a physical 3D marriage, it's, you know, a connection where someone has had past lives with someone else. They've spiritually committed to each other, whether or not it's been spoken. It's a spiritual commitment. It's a connection within two people that it's a deep, powerful, intense, soulful connection that can't really be mistaken. We have awakening here, guys. This is my Judgment card. This is the Enlightenment. As you can see, it's kind of pouring into her. I love the graphics on these cards. It really brings a lot to me. I feel like someone's had an awakening, the person that you're dealing with. Now, take in mind, it can be vice versa. Roles can be reversed. It could very well be you that's coming to some sort of epiphany in a connection. But this energy, it's someone that's kind of recognizing a connection for what it is. They're seeing the true beauty within it, the true connection, the true spiritual aspects of it. That maybe they weren't, oh wow, they weren't seeing before. Hierophant. Can be Taurus. Judgment card, Cancer, Scorpio energy. I also equate it with Sagittarius. Four of Wands is very fiery, passionate energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Hierophant is Taurus. Now, Hierophant speaks about commitments, traditions, things like that, but it is also a very spiritually powerful card. So I definitely feel like the person that you are dealing with, or if this very well could be you, has been on some kind of spiritual journey, some kind of truth within themselves. They've been awakened and enlightened to a connection. And because of that, it's brought forth a lot of spiritual power, oneness, divinity within someone else. It's like they're coming into their own, their divine powers. I love that. Wow. That's powerful, guys. So what's going on with you right now? What's going on with Aries? I'm going to pop out for a Okay. Oh, wow, yeah. So we have Serenity, which is the Hermit energy. This is about going within yourself, finding your true purpose, finding your calling. It's a very spiritual path. It's a lot of solitude, which really kind of integrates the deepness within you, the spirit within your soul. It's insane because it's like you guys are, Four of Wands could be a twin flame card. It is an indicator, but without other cards on the table, it's not really clarified for me yet. But with that kind of connection, people tend to marry each other. So the Serenity here is about going within and finding the purpose, finding your truth. And then literally the awakening here is the same thing, the Judgment coming in, someone being awakened, someone revealing the truth. Oh, wow, guys. Seven of Wands. So some of you could be very conflicted by this. Very, I don't necessarily want to say combative, but it's like resistance. It's resistance, fighting something that someone here has known for a while. If this is not you, if this is the person you're dealing with, it's like they've come to a realization within themselves, and it's something they've been fighting for a while. It's a connection they've been fighting for a while. Maybe you've been fighting this connection for a while because it just didn't make sense or it didn't fit and you didn't know. Because we have the High Priestess here too. This entire spread, your connection and their connecting energies, they are all about spirituality, guys. This is a highly spiritual time for you and the person you're connecting with. You're both going on journeys. You're both learning your truths. You're both learning hidden truths. You're connecting with source, with spirit. Maybe you guys are getting synchronicities a lot, signs, maybe seeing their name, numbers, anything like that. This is about a journey of self-discovery, and you both separately are on that journey right now. And it's like you guys are both heading towards the same destination almost. It's this connection. It's all based around this Four of Wands. Let's see what's going on in the center of this reading. So what can we get for the connection itself? Okay. So what can we get for the connection? Wow. Okay, guys. So we have the Nine of Swords here. So I feel like for both of you, this connection is deeply triggering. It's like you guys bring out bits and pieces and worry of each other that because it's been so triggering, you've been able to kind of heal, to kind of pull back, to go within, to heal something. You have the Ten of Crystals here, which is equate to the Ten of Pentacles. Again, happy, abundant, the home life, the commitment, the stability, the groundedness. It's here in between you two. This is what you both want. And then the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment, guys. This is literally a connection of soul. It's a connection of soul. It's like no matter whether you guys are in separation or whether you're coming together or, it's the back and forth. Maybe some of you get triggered and so you run and then they run and then you come back and then you fix it and then things change and then, another trigger happens. I mean, sometimes that can happen, but this connection itself is very grounded in the fact that you guys are staying connected and staying into growth. It's like you push each other to grow for the better. Now if this is a situation where if you're with someone that dips out and dips in and dips out and dips in and they don't give to you energetically, they just take and take and take, that's not this reading. This isn't for you. This is for those that get triggered, and then it pushes you to kind of heal and grow in those insecurities and in those moments. And it's not by them, berating you or taking advantage of you or using you. It's simply by being around them and their energy. It brings out pieces of you that need to be healed because you need to grow and become more of yourself. I love that, guys. That is beautiful. I'm not even going to clarify anything because, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, Ten of Pentacles, happiness, security, Four of Wands again. The only thing that would be my advice is this Nine of Swords energy. Make sure you're doing your work. Make sure you're doing your spiritual work. Make sure you're fighting the battles and seeing what you need to see and healing what you need to heal. Because it's like the more that you heal and they heal, the closer you're coming together in this energy. But this Nine of Swords, this mental anxiety, it's like, okay, don't give into the fear. You know, you can't really have fear and love in the same equation, because then it creates the inconsistencies and the vibrations are not going to be equal. You know, you want to have that equal vibrational alignment, which means that fear can't exist. You have to be vulnerable and trust and open your heart in order to have this kind of love, especially a very spiritual, deep love like this. You cannot have fear because there's no groundedness in the fear. Fear is going to honestly deter and derail and almost block it off. That's the one thing I would say, guys. Just work on that. The mental, I know it's hard, and with the mental exhaustion you can get from it, you know, back and forth thing in your head over it. Just focus on you, focus on your healing, focus on your spirituality, and the more you do that, the more you guys are literally coming together. It's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna grab a couple of my oracle cards here. We're going to just see what we get, guys. Oh, wow. Okay, so instincts. Again, as I was just saying, instincts. Trust your instincts, guys. Your intuition. Go within. Spirituality. It's all about giving in and understanding your connection with the divine, with the universe, with spirit, with God, whatever you want to call it. It's about trusting that and leaning into it, not from it, and knowing that things are working out for your greater good. Family. I feel like, honestly, for you, this is a connection that it's almost like a, I don't want to just say soul tribe, but it's like you guys have this instant connection where it's a familiarity, not just necessarily family as in brothers, sisters, but it's like you see yourself with this person, you see yourself ahead down the road, and you can see not just a family cookie cutter, you know, 3D type of version of family, but family is in someone that supports you, that guides you, that loves you, that appreciates you, that pours into you. And it's a mutual give and take. That's what family is. That's what it should be. A lot of us maybe have family issues from the past. Maybe that's the triggering. Maybe there are issues in your childhood that need to be healed in order to move forward in this relationship. But we have confirmation here. So things are heading in the right direction. Again, the more you go within and heal, it's like they're healing, they're mirroring it to you. So you guys are headed in the right direction. You are doing the work you need to do. Do not stop. Keep on this path, this spiritual awareness that you are coming into. It's beautiful. And it's going to lead you. Just trust your instincts, your intuition. Dive in and then get rid of that fear, guys, that anxiety. Okay. So I'm going to do just a shuffle real quick. I did pre-shuffle, but we're going to grab an animal spirit card. We're going to see whatever you want to give us, spirit. Of course. How could it not be? Okay. So we have the golden egg, which definitely speaks about your solar plexus chakra. I feel like this connection is deeply embedded in this. It's like you guys are communicating and marrying spiritually through your solar plexus. Look into it. Look into ways of alignment, healing, things like that. You definitely do your research, guys. But the golden egg, it's about speaking from your soul. It's a path of finding what illuminates your soul, lights your way, and then heading forth on the journey. Making the decision to consciously head towards your purpose, towards what your soul's calling you to do, to be where it's calling you to be at. We have the deer here, which is a divine feminine earthy energy. Very motherly, very maternal. Maybe some of you guys are divine feminines right now. Maybe some of you are embodying this kind of care to yourself or towards another, where you are giving and nurturing and full of grace and compassion and kindness. And with these kind of connections, as much as we don't want to admit it, grace is a requirement a lot of the time, as is patience. because grace kind of sets you free in these connections. You know, you're surrendering it, you're letting it go, you're just accepting what is, moving forward in it, flowing with it, and flowing is the best thing you can do in this kind of, again, spiritual connection like this. Flow, 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 flow. And then you have the otter here. This is like the little sun card for this deck. This is happy-go-lucky. This is someone that really brings fun, youth, energy into a room. So maybe the connection between the two of you, maybe it makes you feel like a kid again. It's something that's youthful that I'm smiling just talking about it. It is. It's something that just kind of stirs up some again, inner child in you. And I got that with the family card too. Maybe there are inner child issues, and because you are connecting with someone that brings out this young, naive, and innocence and happiness and joy, it's like part of you is like, no, that's not normal. This isn't okay. Why am I feeling like this? You know, you remember all these, sorry, excuse my language, but fucked up things that happened in your childhood. No, this equates to bad, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a trigger for a reason. It's things that need to be healed in you. So maybe that's a lot of it. Maybe this fun, this playfulness, this energy between the two of you, it ignites you and it lights you, and then it also, again, kind of scares you. So maybe that needs to be healed, guys. I feel like that's a big thing that needs to be healed within both of you. You know, childhood issues, because a lot of these spiritual connections, they are deeply embedded with a lot of karma and a lot of wounds, and the purpose of them coming together a lot of the time is to heal, to bring healing within you and power within yourself and your happiness and your purpose, and it kind of changes your course for a reason. Alright guys, so what else can we get for ARIES? This one wanted to jump out. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to read it. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So maybe some of you are like stuck in the way that you think things should be, and really it's about kind of, again, flowing, embracing that dear energy, that grace, and just letting it be. Letting it be, letting it flow the way it's meant to naturally flow versus putting expectations on something and possibly hindering or pushing it away altogether. When I lean toward love, I'm led. Yes. Lean into spirit. Align yourself. Get in touch with that love inside yourself. And literally, the more you do that on your path, the more you're led towards the person, this connection, this, whatever you want to call it, that you are meant to have in your life. In any moment wow, I love when they do this. In any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Again, surrendering, letting it go, flowing, flow. And it's easier said than done. I understand. Believe me, I have learned that the hard way many a times. But with the flow comes just an inner peace, a quietness, a stillness. And it makes you just love yourself more. And it makes you focus more on yourself and where you're headed. Because if this is someone you're meant to be within this connection, and this is a very powerful connection, then you're going to head in the right direction down the road. It might not be in your timing, but it is in divine timing. So, okay, guys. Well, that is it for your connections. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month for the next week or so. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks for your May overall reads. Love and light. Bye.